T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
What's going on, wonderful people? It's your boy Drift, and welcome back to another edition of Monday Night Live. Cal will be joining me any minute. Unfortunately, Matt won't be with us tonight, but Cal will be joining me any minute. And obviously, as I let you lot know in the preview, we're going to be chopping up that player ratings a bit later on. So, you know what I mean? We'll talk about that FA Cup thing. But until then, people, what's happening? What's going on? Yep, it's a takeover vibe. So for 5-10 minutes, let me know what you want to talk about, people, because we're going to save all the main topics for when, obviously, Cal joins. So let me know, people, what do you want to talk about while we wait on Cal? Let me just get through, see if I can find this 1 second. Considering, where is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. Footage, exclusive footage of Tuchel, still a few days after the fact. Oh man. Paul, I ain't going anywhere near that, bro. That's none of our business. But yeah, no, big up, people. Yeah, do you know what? Q&A stuff, we're going to start doing that during the summer, people. We are. Hold on a minute. Mbappe, come on, guys. Let's not entertain any Mbappe. There's absolutely, there ain't even a chance. You know, a good one, Neil. Prediction for tonight. 1-0 Arsenal. I think it's going to be 1-0 Arsenal. I don't know why. Something just tells me 1-0 Arsenal tonight, and it's going to go to the last day. And what's crazy is, all right, so Burnley have got Villa, and someone let me know, guys. Who is Burnley's last game? I know their next game is Villa. Who's their last game of the season? Can anyone remember who their last game of the season is? Newcastle, that's it. So Burnley's got Newcastle on the last day, and they've got Villa on, is it Wednesday, I think. I don't know. That is a tricky one for whether they're going to get any points out of that. Remember, Villa did put them to the sword just the other day, but they're going to want revenge. Playing the same team twice in a quick turnaround might not always have the same result. If Burnley lose to Villa, Everton, who's Everton's next game, boys? I know Everton's got Arsenal on the last day. Who's Everton's last next game, guys? Let me know, because I've totally lost my head because I saw the list the other day. Who's Everton's next game on Wednesday or Thursday or whatever it is? Yeah, Palace, that's it. That is a difficult game for Everton. That is a very difficult game for Everton. Palace still look hungry. They looked hungry against Villa at the weekend. If Everton have got hella suspensions, hella injuries. Can Leeds survive? Like me personally, I feel like they're going down, but I want, for the sake of KG, I don't want them to go down. If Palace beat Everton and Leeds can somehow conjure up something against Brentford, who again are in good form, that is the issue. Leeds have to go away to Brentford, final day of the season. I just can't see them doing anything. So I think the only way Leeds can stay up is if Newcastle and Villa beat Burnley. That is the odd, but I've got more. I can't lie. I've got more optimism that Burnley can pull something off in those two games than I do Leeds can get something away at Brentford. I just do. Leeds had to win at the weekend. They had to. Big up yourself, Edward, with a super chat. Let's talk about the West Ham draw. All right, let's talk about it, people. We might as well. Yeah, Evans only got 1 fit centre back. That is nuts. The West Ham draw. Yeah, I let you lot pull me back in. I was up here and I was all right. I was like, Champions League, let's go and get that Champions League. Let's go and do that cup treble. Let's have an unprecedented record-breaking season by being the first team to ever win the Champions League, the FA Cup and the League Cup, the cup treble. Let's go and do that. Let's make history regardless. And then you all were like, Drift, like, you just pulled me back down. And I was like, let me get involved in this whole thing in it and let's see what go on. And then West Ham go 1-0 up and I'm like, all right, yeah, all right. And then West Ham go 2-0 up and I'm like, hello. And it gets to half time and I'm like, do you know what? I don't think West Ham can hold on here. I don't. Not that they're not a good team, but the onslaught they're going to get now is going to be crazy and they're not going to be able to hold on. And then what happens, lo and behold, 2 minutes in. I mean, I thought they could maybe hold on to a draw, but not hold on to the lead. And then lo and behold, jammy goal out of the block. You got to give credit to Pep. I hate the prick now, but you got to give credit to him that he reshuffled the pack in terms of the formation. They came out, they stretched the play. They got the goal quick. It was jammy, but they got it. And then they just put hella pressure on them. And then there were 2 breakaways West Ham had. There was one at 2-1 and there was one at 2-2. The Bowen one, I'm not going to get onto him at all because he already had 2, even though that would have been a hat-trick. No, there were 3, sorry, because I remember when Bowen should have cut the ball back across the face of the goal and Declan was just waiting for a tap-in, but he tried to go near post. But I get why he went near post because if you catch the keeper off, then, you know what I mean, anything can happen. And then the other one he had was when there was a block. I can't remember, was it Fernandinho or Laporte made a block right in front of the goalie? I think that was probably going in. But Antonio, and not Antonio, not that Antonio. This is, why do you... That was the most brain-dead finish. And that could have been any you at the park. That could have been any you at the park that did what Antonio did there. Any you at the park. No, just no thought process, no nothing. Man just got excited. Like, I get you should believe in your own ability, but when has Antonio ever been the goalkeeper from 25 yards at a tight angle type of player? Just go round him. Just go round him. You can either go to your left and then cut in and hope that you can get the shot before the port comes back, or you could have just took 1 step to your right and rolled it in. Like, the fuck, man. That is the Iniacho Leicester moment all over again, guys. From the 17-18 or the 18-19 season, whichever one it was. It is that moment all over again. Because if he puts that in and they go 3-1 up, yeah, he could have passed as well. Real talk, he actually could have passed as well. And if he puts that in and it goes 3-1, they actually hold on and they probably get the win. Because that would have fully deflated the momentum Man City created at the beginning of that half. And I know, you know, a brilliant piece of goalkeeping from Fabianski keeps it at 2-2, which is the only reason why the title hopes are still hanging onto a thread. But West Ham could have won that game. They really could. And Jared Bowen is one of the topics for tonight, so I'm not going to talk about it. But yeah, he was brilliant. He was brilliant in that game. So yeah, 2-2. Going to go down to the last day of the season. Oh, come on. Jamie's just hit 1K. big up everyone for getting over there and supporting Jamie, man. Doing big things. Watch-alongs are coming along. Brilliant. Big up yourself, Jamie, man. And big up everyone who went and subscribed as well. Yep, City escaped 100%. City didn't create any clear cut. I'm trying to. If I'm being completely honest with you, look, I actually turned off when it went 2-2 and only saw the rest of the stuff on the highlights. Like the Bowen chance he had a little bit later. So for about, what would it have been, 20 minutes, I think. I think there was about 20 minutes left when they equalised, wasn't there? I don't actually know what happened other than actually the what do you call it? From what the highlights showed. So yeah, I don't know how the game went, but yeah, fuck Man City, innit? Big up yourself, Ash, as always. In January, when the boys went to AFCON, we were 14 points behind. If someone said we'll take it to the last day and Stevie has to have a say, and Stevie has a say in it, honest, every man would have taken it. Unbelievable effort from the boys to keep it alive. That is true. That is true. Oh, I'm 100% proud of every single one of them boys out there. Every single one of them, I'm 100% proud of them. And even the squad players, we spoke about it in the preview with the boys. Make sure you go check that out. I did the preview earlier on today. I'm even proud of Adrian for his support and vibes in the change room. Taki, Ox, Origi, Elliot, Jones, all the squad players, anyone who's come in and played their part, they've all been brilliant. They've all been brilliant. We don't have one player that's let us down. Kelleher, unbelievable for a goalie who barely plays. Every one of them has played their part. Every one of them. Even the one game Adrian had, he was good in it. You know what I mean? In fact, he was very good in it. Everyone has played their part this season. We have had absolutely no passengers. Yes, people have had bad games. Yes, people have done the odd thing, but we've had absolutely no passengers. Was that how many chances West Ham had to kill the game off, Cal?
This is my energy from now until Sunday, bro. Yeah? This is my energy from now until Sunday. And with the asterisks, obviously, Tuesday we do our business. But this is the energy from now until Sunday, yeah?
I hear you. I hear you.
Right. All
Before I forget as well, in case people didn't watch the preview, Taki Minamino was top goal scorer for us in the FA Cup and the League Cup. Shout out Taki. This is what I'm saying about the squad players playing their role, man. Like, they really have played their role. I think Taki and Divock between them have got 18 goals and assists between the two of them. Now, I know they mainly play in the cup competition, but that is unbelievable, Cal. For fringe players like Taki and Origi to have 18 goal and assists between the two of them, that is what you call everybody playing their part and chipping in, bro. Because they've had very, very limited game time, the two of them. And they still made sure when they've played, they've done their thing, do you know what I mean? So massive credit to them two, man.
Yeah, on that drift, I'm glad you mentioned that because I do want to touch on it. And I say this seriously because I know we've joked about Taki and Origi throughout this. Well, Origi for multiple seasons, but Taki in particular this season. I'm not going to sit here and say that I still think Taki's the guy and I think he can do this and that for Liverpool. But you see his contribution to this season, whether we finish with 4 trophies, 3 trophies, or the 2 that we've already secured, he's got my utmost respect. He should have the fan base's utmost respect. And he will go down as a player we have to appreciate because without him, we're not winning these trophies. Without Origi, we're not winning these trophies. Them 2 boys right there, I salute, take my hat off to, and I'm forever grateful for the what they've done this season because we've seen, and again, I don't even like drawing out Ox like this, but we've seen how Ox has reacted to lack of game time in his opinion. He's had way more game time than Taki, way more game time than Origi, and them 2 guys there have never once thrown their toys out the pram. Whenever they've been asked to play, 9 times out of 10 they've contributed. Minamino, Divock Origi. I know Origi's obviously off in the summer. Taki looks that way as well. Bless you both. Big up to you both. And I wish you nothing but the absolute best for the rest of your careers. And thank you for what you've done for Liverpool, man. Can't guard notice. Cannot guard notice.
100%, man. I think you saw in the change rooms, bro, they were singing the Origi song. I think that's because they know this is one of his final moments in the Liverpool shirt. Do you know what I mean? The vibe was there. It's emotional. it's emotional. I can't even front because I think both of them are good enough to actually still be part of the squad and continue to play the role. And I know they're better than that. So if they're not willing to do that, then by all means, then you're allowed to go and have your career. But if they're willing to be that part of our squad, I don't get why we're not allowing them to continue to be that. Because as I said, they're the reason why a quad is possible. Especially Taki. Taki's top goal scorer in both competitions, Cal. He's made sure when he's played, he scored. I'm still remembering now. That moment against Leicester, bro, was an unbelievably clutch moment. That moment, he takes the ball down from his chest from that pass for Milner and puts it in the bottom corner to equalise against Leicester. It's one of the moments of the season. Because without that moment, we don't start the quad, bro. That is it. We were out. We were 2 minutes from being out. And he takes that ball down and he packs it in the bottom corner. Ironically, very much like Origi's goal in the Champions League, almost the same type of goal. Takes it down, bangs it in the bottom corner, and you know what I mean? We're into the penalty shootout and we go through. So, yeah, man, I've just got so much love for those two and what they've done this season, you know what I mean? And again, as I said, Adrian, we joke and we laugh and all that, but I'm telling you, the man is making sure the changing room is a vibe, bro.
Bruv, Adrian's played once this season and he played a bloody good game when he played it, bro. Again,
he did.
I know we joke about him, but based on this season, Adrian, once again, thank you, bro. Thank you. Because without you and the saves you made in that Preston game, it could have been a very different game. So again, shout out to yourself, Adrian, what you're doing behind the scenes as well. Boy.
And not only, bro, apparently he's the one really helping Diaz settle in, obviously because he can translate and he can talk to him and stuff. He's done it with other players as well. And you can just tell by the way Klopp hugs him. You don't get a hug like that when you don't play if there's not something special you're doing to be a part of the squad. Do you know what I mean? He gets a bigger hug from Klopp than some of the players who've contributed on the pitch. So it just goes to show, man. I think that's the reason why maybe Klopp kept him around. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I'm just chuffed with all the squad members. I really, really am.
Indeed. Going to get through some of these soup chats before we move on to the main topics. Drift, apologies for being late and thanks for holding
No,
it down.
No, that's cool, man. That's cool. The people need to talk about West Ham anyway.
Scants 30 says, would you start Ibra in the Champions League final? Ibra unbeaten in 26 matches. # beast mode. Scants, can I answer that after tomorrow's game? In fact, can I answer that after next week's game? Only because injuries, we don't even know what's going on right now at Virgin. We may not even have a choice on who starts that Champions League final. Hopefully we do, but let me answer that in a few days. Bless up, Scants. Pimping Distress. Quad therapy. 1. Imagine being in Mahrez's head. He missed the penalty to guarantee City the title. He carries that burden. He's going to carry it for another season as well, because when they lose this Sunday, when they lose...
There's two omens you lot aren't going to want to know that I've figured out today, though.
Is it? I got bare omens to rebuttal them omens. I got bare.
Do you want me to just quickly say them then?
Say it with your chest, homie.
In 18-19, Mahrez missed a penalty last minute against Liverpool, and everybody thought that could be the moment, but City still went on and won the league. And who was we playing on the last day of the season? Wolves at home.
Miners.
I'm just saying, I hate when I see horrible omens, bro. I hate it.
Yesterday's season is not today's season. Anisar says, Cal, what are you going to do if Coutinho scores the winner? I've already told everyone I'm getting a Coutinho shirt with his name on the back. I might even get a temporary tattoo as well. I might even get a temporary tattoo. How about that?
Felipe.
Not on the neck, man. That's intimate still. Pimping Distress says quad therapy 2. It was easier for him to score the penalty than to beat Aston Villa on Sunday, but he missed. 9 out of 10 he scores. That one chance fell in our laps. S can happen. Just got to believe. Tell him again, Pimping Distress. Will Flex. I'm sorry to break it to you, but the only teams that have taken points of City have done it twice, and Villa didn't do it before. Taki starts tomorrow. There's a first time for everything, Will. That's
what's mad that Will's saying is it's actually crazy what Will's saying. Do you know, it was actually only Tottenham, Liverpool, Southampton, and Crystal Palace who've taken points. It's mad, and they did it in both the games. They've actually dropped points to the same team. That is actually really weird when you actually think about it. they've only dropped points to 4 teams, but they did it twice. That is weird. I'm not gonna lie. That's very
Season's not
weird.
done yet, though. Season's not done yet.
Oh yeah, West Ham as well. Say they're the other team that I think it was that did it to them. So yeah, it's a bit like West Ham knocked them out the cup, innit? It's like they've got a certain team they can't play well against, but they beat all the other teams. So
West Ham only did it once in the league, though.
yeah, fair enough. But they did knock them out the cup though. So they've still beat. They're still one of the other teams that City seem to have this struggle with. You know what I mean? But
Calm as you like says, let me state this now. Diaz has scored a winner in additional time against Wolves to win us the league. Ooh, hello.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want it to be as late as that, bro.
Neither do I. But if it
unless what we're doing is putting them in a false sense of security, so they think because it's 0-0 in our game, it's all right that it's 0-0 in their game, and then their game we hear the final whistle's gone at their ground, and then we bang the winner. Then. Right.
Shout out to Rack as always.
Big up, bro.
Guys,
big up, man.
I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, on Saturday, Matt and Drift know why to jump out of the stream, kind of impromptu. But guys, humbled, truly blessed, and grateful for all your support. Whether it be £89, more than that, less than that, whether it just be a comment or a like or a subscribe, we are eternally grateful to you guys. So thank you, Rack.
Yeah, man.
We've got to drop the beat for you, bro. Much appreciated, Rack.
Big up, Rack.
Much appreciated. All right, big up to Ryan LFC in the comments as well.
I just want to say, I'll see back.
You must start to believe in this Liverpool team. Ryan, tell him again, my bro. And guys, make sure you go over to Ryan's channel and subscribe as well.
You should have seen the vibe Ryan was on.
No, I saw it.
Oh, did you see on Grizzly? Yeah, he cheered me up. I was already happy, but Ryan cheered me up that evening, boy. I tell you.
Trust me. Also, shout out to Mons and Saint who joined for the preview earlier. Make sure you go and check out their channels as well. I think I see Chris Brack in the comments as well. Shout out to Chris Brack. Make sure you guys head over to LFC Day Trippers and make sure you guys follow them guys as well. Great Liverpool channels, great Liverpool communities, what we love to see.
Big up, big up.
Shout out to Carefree Lewis says, apologies, but I have a tummy ache and will be unavailable for Thursday. You know what, Lewis? I'm not even going to give it to you too tough, man, because you're a humble Chelsea fan.
Lewis is one of the good ones, man.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I can't leave without doing nothing. Though. So, Chelsea. Razor says, Bun Anthony and Kuku Rafinha Bowen is that guy. Oh, is that another boat you man are jumping on? Yeah, another cattle boat. At this rate, I'm gonna have a whole fleet. I might as well own a harbour.
What are you saying? It's some Armada business.
I might as well, bro. I'm just shutting down the coastline with all the boats I'm creating. People are jumping on. Goodness me. Ash said, footballing God sent Stevie to Villa for a reason. Stevie Marino Gerrard is going to park the bus Sunday. S-Housery at its finest by hook or by crook. Bloody hope so. Cal Ent says, Cal, going to be kissing that Stevie pick to manifest the win. Look, I've got my Stevie books. I've got a couple pictures of my mum's I've got to collect. Like, you guys, if anyone breaks into my house, they're going to be like, oh, this brother's doing Stevie Gerrard voodoo. We might want to leave, you know, because it's going to look mad in the house. I'm channeling everything I've got. Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says, Kelleher, Adrian, Joey, G, Tsimikas, Millie Ox, Taki, Bobby, Harvey, D9, Curtis Jones have only played 1,920 minutes between them in the Premier League in 2022. Thoughts? Sorry, that's 21 games between 11 players. Yeah, I mean, that's a discussion for us to speak about, in my opinion, in the off season, because although Klopp has improved this season, I still think he could go another length to improving his game distribution amongst certain players and also pulling it back a little bit for some of the players who he plays constantly as well.
I think that'll be a great topic for the off season for real.
Genie Houdini says, what's your opinion on FSG? Doesn't have to be FSG in or out, but what's a positive and negative thing they do running our club in your opinion? I'll go first. I'm fully in, always been fully in. Creme de la creme. Drift, what you gotta say, bro? There's bare receipts on yours still, so what you gotta say,
bro? I think they fully shut me up if we have a proper summer. All jokes aside, they've done a lot of rubbish and they've done a lot of foolishness, but I think they've gone the best way to trying to make up for those mistakes of all the owners who did all of that foolishness. And getting Klopp to have a new contract. If they get Mo and Mane done and we have a good transfer window, I think they'll pretty much have undone all the wrong. And then I won't have a bad word to say about them, full stop. So let's see how the summer goes.
I'm going to say this. If ever FSG do, barring the Super League and barring business stuff like the Super League or trying to trademark and putting ticket price up, I'm talking about footballing stuff, as in squad stuff. Whatever they do from now on, good or bad, the fact that Klopp's re-signed and all the staff have re-signed and etc. If we give smoke to FSG, let's say we get to the end of the window and we don't sign anyone, FSG can't get the smoke by themselves anymore. Klopp's in that as well. So we have to be fair as a fan base. Klopp wouldn't have re-signed if he wasn't happy being at Liverpool working under these restraints.
Yeah, that's very true.
So if we go through a summer and we're not happy with what happens in the summer, we cannot come on here unless Klopp comes out and says, I wanted A, B, and C, and the owner said no. Unless he comes out and says that, we cannot hold any energy towards FSG that we're not willing to hold towards Klopp as well. We have to be fair. And that's that. I've got that opinion from the fact that Klopp has signed. If Klopp hadn't signed, then you can still argue that. Klopp's gone and signed another, 4 years? 3-4 years?
2-year extension, so 4 years, yeah.
4 years. If that's not him saying he's happy, I don't know what is. How many years, Drift? Do it again, Drift! Yeah! Come on. Come on. LFC Aaron says, Ibu, 22 years of age, 6'4", 15 stones, top speed 20 miles per hour. Guy's a superhero. Guy is not human.
Why do you think he likes anime so much, guys? Because he should be a character in one of them books, man.
I've been saying this, though. Something's going on in France with the athletes, man. Something's going on. In Ngannou, Ibu, something's going on. That's all I'm going to say because I don't want nothing to happen to me and my loved ones. But something's going on. Bayesian Barnes says, fellas, bless up and happy Monday. 4 Cups is coming. Remember, I said it. Villa will steal points off City. We win everything. Big up as always. Big up to yourself.
Big up, Bayesian, man. Come on, big up, bro. I want to ask a question, but I don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
So don't ask it then.
No, I know. That's what I said. I'm not going to ask it.
Mr. Tibbs Zone 9 says, in my opinion, Klopp needs to trust Origi while we still have him, regardless of his limitations. He knows where the back of the net is. Fully 100%. Agree.
And he doesn't have any limitations in the box.
Yeah. Shad Kush Brack says, Cal, you always FSG in? I have evidence. I don't know. I think I always have been. I mean, evidence is subjective, right? Evidence. I mean, anyone could save my name in their phone or save a number in their phone as Callum. Like, doesn't mean it's me.
What about voice notes?
Doctored, innit?
Fuck FSG, man.
Messi FC says, out of all our players, which deserves a statue? Current players. Oh.
Ali, Virg, Mane, Mo, Hendo. Trent, eventually. But
Trent
obviously,
can get one now, bro. Let's be real.
I know, but with him being young, I think you know what I mean? Yeah, I would say those lot. Hendo, Mane, Mo, Virg, Ali. I don't. Oh yeah, Rigi. What the hell am I talking about?
Matip.
Oh, unbelievable player, but I don't know if I'd go as far as to say Matip should have.
Bobby? What you say? Bobby don't get one? From the beginning, Bobby's been there.
Yeah, I hear. No, Bobby does. He does. He does. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of hard for me to not give them all one. Robbo deserves one.
Milner has to get a statue.
Oh, no, of course. No, bro, no, to be honest, we actually can't build a statue because then we're literally just going to have 28 of them, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You've got to build the whole thing. And that's not even taking into consideration previous players as well. We've got too many, man. We're in a fantastic position. Pimp in Distress says, deep it. Lewandowski put in a transfer request. Could him and Klopp have made an agreement?
I heard about this.
Pray to God.
And you know this is true as well, Cal, because they even spoke to your guy. What's your favorite Bayern player's name again? Muller. They spoke to Muller. Yeah. And
my favorite. Oh, well done still. You kept the straight face and everything. That was funny.
They spoke to Muller and he actually was like, I really, really hope he changes his mind. So it's true. He really has put in a transfer request, bro. So
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know the rumors that he goes to Barcelona, but I'm gonna be real with you. I know City have gone and got Haaland and everyone in the fan base say we need to react. We go and get Lewandowski. That's more than a reaction.
And I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't even think Lewandowski would play every week, but what a brilliant option he would be when we need him.
He wouldn't need to. That's the quality we'd have, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if Lewandowski comes, that does mean I think Bobby's gone.
Yeah, but I don't think it should mean he goes now. I think it's what you said, and he runs the year down, and then he leaves for free.
Kind of has to with the squad numbers and all that. You kind of have to, I think.
Well, even with Taki, Origi, Ox, and those guys all going as well, though. If you think about it, basically be Lewandowski replacing Origi, wouldn't it?
Well, all right. So, squad list as it stands right now, you got the 3 goalkeepers. We're all kind of seeing that we're going to add a right back because it looks like Calvin Ramsey's going to sign. So.
Yeah, I heard that's quite close, actually.
Yeah, so you'd have 9 defenders, including Reece Williams. Then you'd have...
I think he'll go, though, bro. I think Williams is going to stay at Bournemouth. They've been promoted. I think they'll come
you're
back
thinking about Phillips. I said Reece, bro. Reece Williams.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Reece. So I think Reece will stay. As far as I know, Calvin Ramsey isn't homegrown either. He's Scottish. So Scottish players aren't counted as homegrown.
Unless he was born or played in England for a certain amount of time, though, I'm sure.
As far as I know, he hasn't.
If you come through the academy from the age of 12, doesn't that make you homegrown? I'm sure it does, no matter what
it's between 15 and
nationality
21.
You are.
It's between 15 and 21.
When did he come to England?
19. He's still in Scotland. I think he's.
Oh, is he still in Scotland? Oh, yeah, okay. Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of the boy from the Championship. What's that other boy from the Championship we've been linked with?
Who's Spence?
Not Spence. There was another one. There was another guy in the Championship we was linked with. I can't remember who. I'm thinking of somebody else. So forgive me. Yeah, forget what I'm saying.
So then we'd have. So here's where it is. Elliot wouldn't necessarily need it. Here's the thing. So Elliot, if he's not registered in the squad, he can still play. But then one of the players we have to sign in the summer would have to be homegrown. And as things stand right now, Mane, Jota, and Firmino are our attackers. You've got Diaz. I'm going to put Carvalho in the front line as well because I do think he'll play more in the front line in the midfield to begin with. Salah, and obviously someone who I think will get to accommodate Salah being rotated as well. So,
are we making a mistake bringing in a foreign backup for the right back? Just based on the fact that that's a very silly position to actually make as like a non-homegrown, you know what I mean? Because other players in the team could be better off with that.
I mean, potentially, unless we, again, shout out to Chris Brack, because we speak about this today. Ben Foster, for example, is definitely leaving Watford. If Adrian was to move on and we got Ben Foster in, that would add another homegrown player, for example.
I think he's got one more year, Adrian, now, so I don't think he'll go.
So, yeah. That's
Plus, I must be honest as well. Ben Foster's been a brilliant professional, but he's nearly 40 now. But
he's third choice. If he plays one game in a season like Adrian, then we're all right.
I know, but did you see the game he played the other day?
I saw.
I don't think he's got anything left, Cal. I swear. I don't think he's got... I don't think he's got anything left.
Oh, man. You said he ain't got anything. I got nothing left. Ian Bill.
Oh my god.
There's a couple like goalkeeper. Like if we were to move on Adrian, a goalkeeper again is a position where ideally you want 2
Carvalho's
out of 3.
homegrown. So
Yeah, I
that's
know.
another
So homegrown
player,
players, this thing stand right now is Kelleher, Trent, Gomez, Reece Williams, Hendo, Milner, Curtis Jones, and Carvalho. So we've got our 8 already. So let's say we take Elliott out of the squad, then we have a space.
Is that including if we got the right back?
Yeah.
So Lewandowski can have that space then, bro.
Okay. But that means we don't have a natural player to play on the right.
Well, as Mons was saying earlier, we just keep training Jota to just get used to it, and then he can just be that position.
I don't know. Put it this way: if we get linked to and we are able to somehow pull off Lewandowski, even if it's for 2 years,
remember I did say I think Elliott might actually be on Klopp's plans to play that wide right position. Don't look past that, bro. Plus we've got Nico coming back as well. So
I mean, here's the thing. So I don't want us to go too deep into this, but Calvin Ramsey, I think everyone's kind of assuming he comes in and straight away becomes the backup right back. I don't know. I don't know if that means Connor Bradley goes out on loan and he plays in the under-23s to see if he's good enough at this level. I don't know if that means Nico comes back and is automatically deputy and then Ramsey's in the under-23s for a season or 2. I don't know what goes. I don't know what's going to happen.
I think Joey will become the permanent centre-back / right-back backup, I think it's a beautiful position to be in where you can play either position, still be a part of the squad, very good in both positions, homegrown. I think Gomez becomes that flexible player, bro, in the defence. I do.
Here's the problem I have with that is situations like tomorrow, for example, where in an ideal world you'd rest Matip, but because Gomez is going to be playing right back, we can't, innit?
Yeah. That is true. Yeah.
If you had a Nico, then you could throw Gomez at centre back, and you're calm as well. So it swings and roundabouts. Everyone wants perfection, but there is no such thing in it. So
and Gomez and Ibu are our future in 3 or 4 years' time when they're about 28. Well, Ibu will only be 26, but when they're around that age and they're coming into their peak like Matip and Van Dijk are now, then those two can be our, and then we bring another future person in after that, and then we go from there. So
Agreed.
Gomez isn't going anywhere. I'm rioting if they try and let go of Gomez. I swear down.
Yeah, same. Jamrock says Virgil has played 4,530 minutes this season, or 50 games. Yeah, too many in my opinion.
Too many. And we've got to talk about the guy saying he felt a twinge in the back of his knee. That is not good, bro.
Yeah. Ash said good. Thoughts on Di Maria to Juve on a free, Kessie to Barca on a free, and Dybala to Spurs on a free. All big rumours to be close.
I can see all 3 of them happening as well,
Same. Di Maria replaces Dybala. Kessie to Barca seems a bit of a weird one because he doesn't seem to be that sort of guy that can play that quick, intricate football. But again,
but Barca do weird things like that, don't they? Remember when they bought Sagna? When they bought Song from Arsenal. What the hell was that all about?
Song wasn't bad though. I actually thought Song was really good.
He wasn't Barcelona quality.
Not Barcelona good, no, of course. And Dybala to Spurs is a great signing for Spurs.
Yeah.
It's a great
I think they'll get Eriksen and Dybala, Spurs.
Yeah, so do I.
It doesn't affect the purse strings. So even if they don't qualify for Champions League, it will still mean Conte can have 2 of the players that he wants. So, yeah.
Shout out to Kadir. He says, Drifts, how's the yacht money collection coming on after all those donations on Saturday? Bless up Kop-Ish community. We're on it. We all want 4.
If we get all 4, it's happening without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Genie Houdini says the parade is arranged, or the pre is guaranteed this year. But if we have to play Adrian and Karius as backup for the next 5 years, would you do it?
Oh, the Prem's guaranteed, as in we're going to do the quad, but the sacrifice is Adrian and Karius will be the backups for 5 more years.
What, third choice? Yeah, calm. Calm. Yes.
Yeah. Although that would be a 42-year-old Adrian. That would be mad.
Bruv, quad lasts for eternity, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I'll chip into Adrian's wages if that's the sacrifice. 100%. Eastwood says, "What's up, fam? Just checking in. Big up yourself, Eastwood.
Big up, Eastwood. Big up, bro.
Bless you, bro." Messi FC says, if FSG builds a Kyriakos statue, they would never. They could never. P.R. says, Nat Phillips is back, starting for one Prem game. I don't even know if we are allowed to.
Yeah, because it was a season long. But then again, bro,
no,
if their season is...
long. It was January.
Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it? I feel like he's been gone all year.
I don't think we're allowed to register him now because he's not registered in our current squad. Although if we could, that'd be amazing. You just drop him in there, Joey G at right back, and then you're set.
And he is banging form as well. He had a brilliant loan spell.
Come on. Naldini doing Naldini things. Shout out to Sammy. Love your channel, guys. If you could pick one of either Bowen, Nunes, or Nkuku this summer, who would you take? Drifty, this question's for you. Let me just sip some of this cloudy apple juice.
Adeyemi's no longer available.
He's not. Just the 3 options on the screen, please, bro.
Nunes.
Say again?
Nunes.
Okay. You know who I'm taking.
And Nkuku is the best player on that list. But I would take Nunes. I think it's imperative we actually get an Origi replacement. And like an actual goal scorer that can be the player who is an actual striker. We seem to like hitting the ball long a lot recently as well, which is why it's weird that we haven't played Origi. I think Nunes will be perfect for all of that stuff. And Nkuku's a G, though. And Nkuku is a G.
Jamrock says, Haaland's got a relatively low release clause after 2 years, 150 mil euros after 2 years. FSG wouldn't have to agree to that kind of deal, messes up to continuity. That's true, actually. I didn't realize that was a clause in there.
I think they would have agreed to that, considering 150 is a high amount.
150 million euros is not that high for a player like Haaland at all, bro.
What would that be? About 120 English, right? Yeah, I mean...
But that's basically
just making sure he's got his Real Madrid move lined up.
That's just going to say, that's basically saying to Real Madrid, you get your money up for the next 2 years and I'm yours.
I can't lie, though. Who does this kid think he is? Because on the real, everywhere he goes, he wants to make sure there's this quite low release clause. So he's always got his get-out plan. I don't know, man. That's a bit shady.
He's not even on our radar and he's going to them now, so bun him, innit?
Yeah. He was never on our radar.
Yibba says we're linked to Vieira of Porto and Joe at Bellingham. We are indeed. I don't think either of them are true, personally, but we'll see how
unless we get Bellingham in and then let him go out on loan, but we're just making sure he's our player so we don't miss out like Jude.
Yeah. Eastwood says, is the yacht party real? Let me know. Need to check flight tickets. If we win,
get the quad, Eastwood, it 100% is. It's not even bullshit. If we get the quad, 100%.
Calm as you like, Lewandowski or Nunes drift.
It's going to sound like I'm being stupid, but for longevity, I'd go Nunes.
I don't think that's a stupid answer.
I think Lewandowski's only got one more big year left in him.
Nah, nothing. If he comes with and starts getting them Klopp hugs, you got 3.
But we have to be realistic. He's 34 this summer, right? Yeah, I think he's only got 1 more year left in him.
But he's not playing every game with us.
I know. I hear that. But Nunes is a future project. Like, I think Nunes could go on to be an unbelievable player for us over the course of 4 or 5 years or whatever.
No, I hear that. I'd go Lewandowski, but I fully get your logic. I'm biased. Lewandowski is one of my all-time favorite strikers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing Lewandowski in the Liverpool shirt would be something special. Like
him and the Thiago link up as well. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh my days.
Just need Kimmich now.
Did you see? Do you know? I didn't realize that it was a kind of Panenka style penalty that Thiago did. And if you go and watch it back, he actually watched Mendy go the way he was going to go, and he changed his mind at the last minute. That penalty was something else, bro. Oh my days. Oh my days.
TV1 says, Callum, I'm getting married tomorrow. Could you drop the beat? TV1, we definitely can. Congrats to you and your other half.
Bro.
Joel Villafana, the best voice on YouTube, says, just saying hello, guys. Can somebody say quad? Yes, we can, Joel. Big up yourself, Joel. Hope you're well, sir. Eastwood says, if we get the treble, will we have a party bus? Yeah, we can look into it.
I like that. I've been on a party bus. It's a vibe. I'm not even gonna lie, it's a vibe.
Oh boy. Jamrock says, any thoughts on Christopher? I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but Christopher from Hoffenheim. Honestly, Jamrock, I've not seen much of him to comment, so I can't.
I've never heard of him.
Can't say.
I've never heard of him.
Just a quick one here. I think we've answered this, but just because it's news that's been going around predominantly recently. Would you take Pogba on a free drift?
That's a tough one, because Pogba is hella overrated. But when you're getting a player for free, it does change things, because it means that it doesn't necessarily. And I might be being stupid here, but I probably would say maybe 250 wages would convince him if he wanted to come to Liverpool. I think he'll take a reduction to be part of a world-class team after the crap he's been through. Because he must be at a point now where he's like, I just want to go and win something now. I've been at this team. He actually said, I've wasted my career at Man United. And if we could get him for like 250 a week, he's on 350 now. If we would accept 250 a week, possibly. Because I must admit, as much as I think he's hella overrated, at the same time, I think he could possibly do what I get annoyed Naby doesn't do, which is shoot from distance and drive with the ball. And Pogba is brilliant at doing those two things, right? So he could possibly come in and do in our midfield. I don't know if he'd be able to survive how hard we work. That would be the issue. Could he survive how hard we work?
So here's the thing with Pogba. I think it's a bit of a myth that he doesn't work hard and he's lazy, he's got bad attitude and all these things. I genuinely don't even think any of those things. I think that's a media thing. I think he can be nonchalant on the ball, which in the Premier League is one of the worst things you can be as a midfielder. I also think his him being tactically inept sometimes comes back to haunt him a lot. I don't think he's lazy. I don't think he's a bad character. I don't think he's got bad attitude. I think those are media narratives. But at the same time, I look at him and I look at our squad and I think his best position would be on that left-hand side of a 3. He's not better than Thiago. Talent-wise, he's better than Naby, but Naby is more disciplined and understands the role better.
Yeah.
For me, it's a no.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Again, it's because he's free why I'm thinking, do you take a chance because he's free? Do you know what I mean? If he wanted like 400 grand a week and it was going to cost us like 15 million pounds signing on and all that kind of stuff, I'd be like, oh, no, hell no to all that. But yeah. I think he could be the midfielder that chips in with goals. That's what I'm looking at.
Very injury prone, as Chris says as well. Very
Jesus, he actually is.
We don't need another injury prone player.
Yeah. Although there are a lot of times and I think to myself, is that just him realizing he's wasting his time?
Yeah, maybe.
Cavani was injured a lot this season, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's true. No, it's true. It's true. All right, so let's get into one of the topics for this evening then, Drift. FA Cup ticked off. Unanimously from the Liverpool fan base, we were excellent in the first half, Second half, we weren't really at the races. And extra time, we just kind of just got through it. I wanted to open up a wider conversation though. So I'm going to read you out a list of cup finals we've been to since 2010 up until now, excluding the European Cup, European Super Cup and the World Club Championship. Talk about tournament trophies here. Cardiff City, Chelsea in 2012, Man City in 2016.
Chelsea.
Chelsea twice this season. Real Madrid in 17-18 and Spurs in 18-19. Now, we beat Cardiff, lost to Chelsea, lost to Man City, lost to Real Madrid, beat Spurs, beat Chelsea twice. So out of the 7, we've won 4 and lost 3. We've won 1 on penalty. So on penalties, we've won 1, 2, 3 on penalties. We've lost 1 on pens against Man City. And then we lost to Chelsea in normal time, lost to Real Madrid in normal time, and beat Spurs in normal time. When you look at that, it's not a terrible record. Like 4 out of 7 is not terrible. Obviously, we'd have loved it to have been 7 out of 7, but rarely that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's more about the performance for me. When I think back to that Cardiff game, we didn't perform very well. Chelsea, until Andy Carroll came on, didn't perform well. Man City struggled in that game. Chelsea in the League Cup, I think it could have gone either way. For me, that was a 50-50 game. Chelsea in the FA Cup, I think we deserve to win that game. The Real Madrid final, up until Salah went off, we looked good. When he came off, we looked terrible. And the Spurs game, again, I don't think either team looked good. But then again, you have to think about the delay in the game, the delay from the end of the season to the game, etc. So there is context to all of these things.
I think Tottenham were better than us in the final, if I'm being honest.
Do you?
Yeah.
18-19?
Only just, yeah. I think they were the better team if you were taking your Liverpool hat off.
Okay, I slightly disagree. I think both teams weren't great, but I think we were slightly better.
Yeah, I'd give it to them slightly.
But the reason I ask this, is there a concern that our performances in finals, and I know the whole point of winning a trophy is just a result, but obviously you want to have some momentum going into these finals. You want to have confidence going into these finals. Is there a slight concern from you about our performances in these finals, Drift?
I've never actually thought about it until you just said that. Yeah, it is a little bit, because you can't always rely on heritage and luck and individual talent. Like, you do have to. I mean, when I look back at the Cardiff one, we were all over the place back then. It's very hard to kind of look at that. And don't get me wrong, we got to 2 finals that year, but as a club in general, we were all over the place back then. And I think we got screwed in the final against Chelsea, but we were expected to not really play that well, in my opinion, at that stage. Then you move on to the you forgot the Europa League final, Cal.
Sevilla, you're right.
you go on to that year, and the 2 finals we lost that year. I thought the first half against Sevilla, we were unbelievable. Second half is one of the worst performances ever.
There was an inside job, but we won't speak about it.
That was a proper Jekyll and Hyde performance there. In that Europa League final. That was crazy how different those 2 halves were. In the League Cup again, Man City were just so much better than us. And that was kind of Mignolet who made a mistake in that game, if I'm not mistaken, as well, which is one of the players that always just kept letting us down a bit.
Which game was that one? The Man City?
In the League Cup final against City, yeah, in that same season. Now, that was Mignolet again, innit? So it was like...
Fernandinho.
Yeah, it was like... Again, it wasn't a bad performance, but they were so much better than us. So again, if you really look at it on paper, we did brilliant to even take it to penalties with Man City, really, innit, when you think about it.
Yeah.
So again, I don't think we were meant to perform well. Again, when we got to the final with 17-18, but we were massive underdogs through a lot of that. We were underdogs against Man City. We were underdogs against Real Madrid in the final. I think the only team that year that we weren't underdogs against was Roma. I think Roma's probably the only team we played in that run where we weren't the underdogs. So again, we weren't meant to win, but it was the moting. I think it's when you look at the 2 League Cup and FA Cup games against Chelsea, and then you look at the Champions League, where that was when we kind of become who we are now, kind of. And why couldn't we play well in those finals when we are who we are now? Is it fatigue? Is it mental tiredness? What could it be? Because we're a better team than Chelsea, as good as Chelsea are. And we should have made it a little bit easier in the game. And I'm not being disrespectful, because on the day, it's an FA Cup final, it's a random day. Anybody can turn up on a random day, and they've got quality players individually. But if you look at the disjointment within their team, as Lewis always tells us, how poor the balance is of the squad, which is what makes it hard. Big up Matisse as well, who always says, like, there's just no balance. There's just a whole load of mishmash players who are just trying to fit into a way of playing, and that's why it doesn't work properly. So you look at that, and then you think about the fact that your Brentfords and your Wolves and all these teams cut them open. And then you think, raw, how have we only scored 3 goals in 4 games against Chelsea this season? That Brentford got 4 goals in 1 game against Chelsea, and we've only got 3 goals in 4 games. It's really weird, isn't it, bruv? Like, it's really weird. That's a little bit slack when you actually think about it like that. And then that Champions League game against Tottenham, I think you make a good point. 3 weeks was a liberty to make them have time off between the game. You lose hella momentum in 3 weeks of no football. It was so disjointed. It was just weird. And I think that probably had a lot to do. It was almost too much rest. You know when they say I ain't had enough sleep, but then there's that saying you can't get too much sleep either, because then you're groggy.
Yeah.
I think we had too much rest. It was too much time off. It's hard to gauge, bro. But you're right, that we need to perform better in finals. We really do.
Here's a caveat to everything we've just said, though. This is spot on as well. 2005, we were poor for most of the final in the Champions League. 2007, we were way better than AC Milan, but we lost. It's about wins and taking your moments. And if that's the case, we are one of the best at doing that, especially in finals.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, good point there. But no, just thought we'd touch on it because we have played quite a lot of finals in the last decade and a bit. Well,
bro, I'm even going back to 2001. We didn't even win any of them finals convincingly.
Well, Arsenal, didn't win convincingly.
Cardiff, penalties.
Penalties against Birmingham City, didn't win convincingly.
Golden goal against Alvarez.
Alvarez, yeah.
Bro, when was we don't, bro? When do we play good in finals? And we win them, but bro, that's quite scary, you know, when I think about it. Bro, we weren't good in the FA Cup 07. We weren't good in that final. 06, we weren't good in that final. Gerrard had to bail us out. Bro, when do we play good in finals? Hold on. I don't really like the narrative of this. Like,
we kind of tend to play well when we lose. Or something happens. So, guys, the moral of the story is we go play rubbish against Real Madrid and we get the win.
2003, we beat United convincingly in the League Cup that year.
Yes, we did, to be fair. We did. Gerrard and Owen on the score sheet that day.
Yeah, that was a very good game that day.
Yeah, Dudek was on fire that day as well, though.
Yeah.
Man United had their chances. Dudek versus Van Nistelrooy literally was a little highlight for that game because Dudek was fantastic. Got a shout out to our brother. He was on the stream earlier for the preview. Guys, I did ask you on Saturday to get his channel up to 1,000. I'm posting the link to his channel now. He's on 830 subscribers. Please, by the end of this show, can we try and get him up to 1,000? It's Saint LFC TV. He does a lot of help for us on his channel. He's got his own channel, doing some great stuff over there. Let's get him up to 1,000 people.
Come on.
Right. A couple of super chats before we go into the next topic. Tay Sean says Danny Ings hat-trick.
Not on your Nelly, bro. His finishing has been woeful.
It's bad. It's bad.
Oh, my God.
But I'm hoping he's saving it all up.
We say goal retention.
Calm as you like says Nunes fits in better with the way we play. And what impressed me when we played Benfica was the way he tracked back. Drifty, make sure you make a pit stop in Montreal when you're in Canada, bro.
100%. And let me know where the best places are to go in Canada, because I've heard Montreal. You've got Toronto. I want to go skiing. Where's the best place to go skiing in Canada? That's what I want to do.
I have no idea. I'm not a skiing man.
I've never been. I just want to go. I heard France and Canada are the two best places to go skiing, from what I've heard.
Right. Yardman Cow says, last FA Cup winners, Leicester, Arsenal, and Liverpool. Sorry, missing the L's, Chelsea to all of them.
Hey, I like that.
Comment of the stream.
I like that. That was big.
Right, shout out to brother Emil John in the comments. He says Vancouver.
Okay. Oh, was that for the skiing, I'm guessing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm on it.
Ryan
and Demo are in Canada as well, right?
Yeah, Ryan's in Canada.
I think Demo's in Canada as well.
Chainsaw says Club World Cup finals, Super Cup, and Europa League finals too. Yeah. PR says, what was the last big game we played well other than City FA Cup? For me, it's City 17-18. I've been saying for a long time we don't perform in big games. I mean, if we talk about cup competitions, maybe Barcelona. Barcelona, surely. That's probably the greatest single night.
No, semi-finals we're good. Oh, yeah. Demo's in New York. Oh, okay. New York.
It's the best place is Ryan's yard.
Yeah. Especially when the Baileys is out. Jeez.
MC says, how many teams do you see score a lot in finals? It's only usually Man City when they're playing Watford. Let's be honest.
Well, you don't have to have a lot of goals, but just play well, innit? Yeah, just play well. I think, I don't want us to play well in Paris based on what it looks like. It looks like we win when we don't play well. So, you know what I mean?
Andre says, guess I'm a Villa fan for a month. Yep. After Tuesday, I'm fully a Villa / Liverpool. I'm an Aston Liverpool fan. That's what I am. I'm an Aston Liverpool fan. Right. Next topic. FA Cup finals. That was our 8th FA Cup win. So I think that puts us joint third with Chelsea. A couple of Man United are second. Arsenal top with 14. I think Man United is second on 12, if I'm not mistaken. And then it's us and a couple of others on third place on 8.
Man United got 12, right? Didn't know they had that many.
I think so. Let me just double check before I'm spewing out wrong information.
Arsenal's got 14, I think, right?
Yeah, Arsenal got 14. I think Wenger got 7 of those, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It was definitely the Wenger era. He loved the FA Cup.
Yeah. So they could pretty much win it. The end for him, though, pretty much.
That was their Champions League.
Yeah, that's not even shade, by the way, for any Arsenal fans. That's just, I know it's going to come across as shade, but it wasn't meant to. Arsenal are top with 14. Man United is second with 12. Liverpool, Chelsea, and Spurs are joint third on 8. Now, in my lifetime, I've seen us win it in 01, 06, and now...
And now, the other day.
And now. So 3 for me. It's probably the same for you as well.
Yeah, same for me, yeah.
Out of those 3, and this is for everyone in the comments as well, because there's going to be varying ages in the comments, so by all means, let us know your favorite one. What's been your favorite win? Trying to get recency bias out of it.
Oh, Bob, it will forever be the 2-1 against Arsenal. Forever, Bob. There was no more dramatic of a win against the team that were better than us. And it was part of what we're doing now. Like, it was part of the trouble. Like, it was the exact same scenario. We'd had the League Cup secured. We knew we was in the European final, and we had to go and win that FA Cup. And my boy, Michael. That's one of the best goals ever in my time as a Liverpool fan. Like, I'm not even necessarily talking about like technically and all that, but when he got that ball and he took Dixon out the game and just ran it, was it Keown, I think it was, isn't it? And just packed that in the bottom corner and did that front roly-poly flip thing, whatever it was. I opened my bedroom window and I shouted louder than you've ever heard anybody shout in your life. That I'm sure I remember a neighbor saying, "Be quiet." Like, I just opened the window, bro, and just shouted out the window. I've still got them, even though it was years ago and I was so young, I've still got all the memories in my head, bro. I think my mom only let me get away with it because she knows how passionate I am. Because that was unruly what I did there. Because I can't remember what I shouted. I just shouted out the window. Hella.
You basically shouted something wild then. You 100% shouted something wild if you can't remember what you shouted.
I remember when I opened the window and screamed out the window in 04, in 05 when Hupia scored the volley against Juve, and I opened up the window and I shouted, "That's what happens when you come to Anfield, you pussies." Fuck Juve. And I remember I shouted, but no one was in. I was alone that day, so I got away with that one. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of shouting out the window still, but it's got to be 2001. It's got to be Michael Owen 2001.
For me, it's 2006. Drift.
Is it? Because your boy.
Bro. Like, and the thing is, I'll never forget that day because I was playing football on the Friday and I actually injured my ankle, but I had work on the Saturday. So I was on the shop floor and all that. And bless him, my manager at the time, he was a Chelsea fan and we'd beaten them in the semis. And he was like, he said to me, he's like, "Look, if we weren't short on staff, I'd have just given you the day off, but obviously we needed him in." I don't know if you remember back in the days, Curry's now is, well, Dixon's back in the days what Curry's is now.
Curry's PC world, it's changed 3 times
Curry's,
now.
Yeah, 3 times. But you see, I don't know if you guys remember.
Hey, Dixon, shout out Christmas bag. Mom coming home with the Dixon's bag for Christmas. Problems. Oh, bro, that's when you knew you had your Mega Drive. Yeah. Oh, I remember that, yeah.
But I don't know if you remember in the window, Dixon's always used to have a TV and they'd play the football.
I remember they had a TV. I don't remember them playing the football, but I remember they had the TV.
It's on terrestrial TV, some BBC One or ITV. They had the game playing in it.
Remember the Champions League was on terrestrial TV, Cal.
Bruv.
Bloody hell. Talk about the good old days, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Oh, my days.
So he said to me, he's like, "Look, Cal, the shop floor is empty. Why don't you take your lunch?" And I was like, "I've taken lunch." He's like, "Callum, let me just spell it out for you. Go around to Dixon's and watch the game, innit?" Literally, it was like a 2-minute walk. And he's like, "Keep your phone on you. If he gets busy, I'll have to shout you back." And I was like,
that is what you call a manager still.
Oh yeah.
That's a Jurgen Klopp of retail, bro.
Trust me. Do you know what? Touch wood. All my retail managers were good, man. But yeah, I remember him letting me go and watch the game. It went down 2-0 and I was like, "Bro, what's going on?" And then obviously we had the goal disallowed. I think Crouch had a goal disallowed first. And I was like, this ain't going to be our day. Then we got the goal just for half-time. And I was like, yeah, we'll be all right now. We needed that goal.
By the way, Cal, I'm having the picture. So this is you in the Whitgift Centre, standing at that big window at the bottom of the escalator.
Yes.
Watching the...
Yeah. That's
yes.
Me.
Oh, my days.
That's me.
Oh, my days.
So then half-time now. So I've gone back to the shop. He's like, yeah, just chill for 15 minutes. Went back. Obviously, Gerald got to equalize. I'm like, yeah, we're good now. We're going to take over the game. Konchesky goes and scores, isn't it? Imagine, I'm standing there outside the shops, arms folded, with a face like thunder, bro. So I'm
with the people in Dixon's thinking, he's been out there for a while,
Yeah, but there's a couple people joining me in it because, like, they're fans as well. And they were just like, I'm only 16 at the time, and they're like, "Look, mate, don't take it too much to heart." And I'm thinking, shut up, bro, man. Like, just don't tell me that.
I'm wondering what if they're Liverpool fans, what are they doing shopping? You had to go there because you was at work. What are they doing shopping on FA Cup final day?
I didn't ask, bro. But yeah, so then Gerard's goal goes in, bruv. I've literally run from the Dixons round to where the shop is, screaming, Gerrard, he's done it. Come back in the shop. And my manager's just standing there. Obviously, he's a Chelsea fan, wants us to lose, and he's like, I hate that Gerrard, I hate him. I hate him. He's like, I wanted you to come back with anger on your face. Like, gone back now, seen it when Harewood, no, it was Rio Coca almost scored the penalty, and then Harewood couldn't score the follow-up. When that
Harewood
happened,
had a broken. No, he had a fucked ankle, innit?
No, he had bad cramp.
Didn't he twist his ankle or something like that in the game?
Nah, I think it was cramp. But when that happened, that was me having that Dudek Shevchenko moment. That's when I knew the game was won, innit? When I saw that happen, I was like, it's ours now. And the penalties happened. So I just ran back to the shop. And I was working with a couple of Arsenal, man, innit? They got it, bro. I was like, what are you saying? Huh? Still doubting us, are you? Well, see Gerrard, yeah? He made my childhood enjoyable football-wise.
Yeah. Come on,
2006, 100%. My favorite ever FA Cup final. There will be nothing I don't think that can top that one.
My best ever individual moment as a Liverpool fan is 1,000% Olympiacos Gerrard. That is my favorite standout single Liverpool moment. I was in my brethren's yard, and I think that was the day when his parents realized I wasn't as humble as they thought I was.
Yeah, I've had a couple parents say that to me.
Yeah. I had to apologize. And they were like, it's all right, man. But I had to be like, I didn't mean that I lost myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Can I still have Sunday dinner? Like, it was like, bro, that Gerrard moment. Oh, yeah, beauty. Bro, I still get goosebumps now, bro, when I watch that,
Same. But I'm going to be real with you, though. Corner taken quickly might be the top.
Corner taken quickly was nuts. Still.
Corner taken quickly might be top of the list, bro. That was mad.
Do you know what, though? In typical Drifty fashion, when that goal went in, I absolutely lost it, doubled down on that because it was Divock, but then I was automatically thrown into, but there's 20 minutes left. Oh, shit. How are we going to hold on for 20 minutes? So my emotion in that game kind of was a bit, you know what I mean? Like, I was a bit like, all over the place, because remember that one goal and they were through, innit?
Yeah.
So
it's mad to think that we had so long to defend.
Yeah, bro, we had to hold on for about 20 minutes in that game.
Brian Sim, shout out to Brian Sim, says it's 86 for me, guys. Chris Brack said he was in the stadium for the Gerrard final.
The Gerrard final?
Yeah, FA Cup, the Gerrard FA Cup final.
Oh, the 06 one. Yeah, 06. Oh, raw. Yeah, that must have been nuts.
That's mad.
That must have been nuts.
We've had so many moments, man.
Yeah, we have. But
just because I've seen it in the comments, Gundogan apparently is off to Real Madrid.
For real? Oh, but that means that they're going to go and buy a replacement, which is not.
They already need a DM, so. Look,
yeah, but now they might go and buy two midfielders then.
Bun City anyway, bro. I don't care what they do. Bun them, bro. Sports washing punks. Bun them all. Bun them all, bro. Got no time for them fake mugs.
Couple people are saying it's because they watch you and many. They can fuck off, man.
They can do one. But anyway, I want Noble anyway. Noble, shout out to Noble, played his last game for West Ham because obviously he's making the move to Liverpool. You know who I want? MN16, bro.
I beg you, that rumor's not true.
Which one?
They're gonna hijack the young to Man United.
Don't care, bruv.
I do. But De Jong is a massive upgrade. Considering what stage of his career Gundogan is at and stuff.
Bun them all.
Yeah, fuck City.
Right. Drift, obviously. On the game, after the game, we decided to make a celebration show, and you guys more than contributed to making it a celebration show. So again, thank you for that. 100%. But one of the things we always do on our post-match shows is do player ratings. And we thought we'd do it today, where we've got out of that mode of being emotional. And now we can kind of look at it, knowing that the Cup's won. but the emotion is settled. We're still on a high, but we're more settled. So we're going to do player ratings for that Chelsea game. And we're going to speak about some of the players in that game and what it meant for them. So I'm going to bring up on screen now.
By the way, while we're being shady, I just want to put in there as well. Imagine having to always wear a sky blue kit.
One that says your name across it because everyone doesn't know who you are, apparently.
The kit sponsor must be like, what are we supposed to do with this?
No, the kit sponsor's in it. The kit sponsor's in on it, isn't it?
What, Puma, you mean?
Oh, Puma. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, not kit sponsor, the kit manufacturer, sorry.
Bun
What are we
Puma
supposed
as
to
well,
do with
bro.
this, bro? We barely have sky blue in the palette.
If it ain't night, bro, I don't. They can take a hike. If it ain't night, they can take a hike, bro. Right.
Sky blue.
So let's start.
Kit is dead, bro.
I think we know where we're going with this one straight off the bat. Alisson Becker.
It's the Alcantara. It's above 10.5 is Alcantara, right?
Above 10, yeah.
Yeah. Put him in the Alcantara section. Bro.
Alcantara. We've actually got a rating called Alcantara, you know. Oh, that's fantastic. It just hit me.
It don't get no better, bro. You know? It don't get no better, bro. That's why, bro. It don't
get no better, Thiago. It don't get no better. All right, Trent.
Oh, this is where it gets interesting, Cal. Because we shouted at him a lot during the game, but when you watch it back, he actually did do a lot of good defending. And I think he was just spamming the ball a bit, which is what was getting on our nerves. But his defending in the game was actually good.
His pass for Diaz, bro.
Come on.
Bro.
When he hit it, he actually said, swag.
Bro.
If you turn the telly up, you hear it, bro. Diaz, swag.
Bro, you see that pass? Oh my goodness. Crazy. I'm gonna be real with you, and I know I'm going back on my word. Trent in midfield could be a Mazza.
Bruv, remember I did say to you the other day in the Villa game, he's kind of showing that he can do it. I don't think we should do it yet. I think we should play him at right back until he's 26, 27, and then put him into, and then a little bit like what Lahm did. Lahm did it at a little bit of an older age, but you know how Lahm just had the right back thing on lock, and then Pep was like, "No, do you know what? I want you to come into the midfield now," and kind of set the trend. Kimmich does it now as well. Actually, Zanetti was actually the originator of it, if we're really being honest. Zanetti got to about, 31, and then he started to play midfield because he was a bit old now to just be marauding up and down all the time. So, yeah, I do think it's a future position for him, and that's how you prolong his career, because you just can't rinse him into the ground, making him run up and down the flanks for his whole career. It's going to end up being too much, considering he started at 17 as well. But yeah, not for now, but I definitely think it's a conversation for in a couple of years' time. Yeah, definitely.
He could be a madness. I'm not saying that's what we should do, by the way. I'm just saying certain times I see him in midfield and I'm like, raw. Or I see him do certain things, I'm like, raw, this guy is different with it certain times. But what's your rating for Trent? I'm going 8.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that as well. And not only that, because I think a lot of people forget how much calmness and composure he has in these penalty shootouts for such a young kid. Because he knows the expectation is on him as well, compared to a lot of the others, because he's one of the technical ballers in our team. So when he's stepping up for a penalty, I know in his head, he knows the responsibility is everybody's expecting him to score. That adds pressure. When you're a Thiago or a Trent or a Jota or a Salah, when you're the one who everybody knows, like if you step up and you're like an Ibu or a Robertson. Not that you can't score and you're not under pressure, but I think in your head, everybody knows this isn't your thing. But when you're a Trent or a Thiago or a Milner or a Salah, they know shit. Everybody is expecting me to score this, and it adds extra pressure on top of that. And this kid has been dealing with pressure, Cal, since he was 17 years old. 17 years old. And I'm not talking about the type of pressure where you're just coming into the first team like a Steven Gerrard or a Michael Owen did, where we were obviously Liverpool, but we weren't really a good team at that point. So it was a little bit easier for you to settle your way in. Trent has come in and had to deal with the pressure of being a team who is now under the expectancy of challenging Man City and winning every major trophy there is. And I'd just like to add, at the age of 23 years old, Trent Alexander is the youngest Englishman ever to collect all the belts.
The gold.
Strap season. All the belts.
Oh, the gold.
I told you it's a very uncomfortable conversation in about 7-8 years' time we're going to have about who the biggest ever Liverpool legend is, bro.
But you know what? I'm willing
to
have
be
that
very uncomfortable, bro.
I'm willing to have that conversation. Do you know why? Because it means we've been more successful and you've been balling out. So I'm all for them uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah.
Just like we're going to have to cover a conversation soon about who's our best ever captain. That conversation's got to come soon.
Who's that dude? La 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 Hendo. Oh. Anyway.
You see when he picks up the quad?
Bro, he can even skank. He can even skank, bro. Did you see the moves in the dressing room, bro?
Yeah.
More and more.
That's what we do. But yeah, Trent, 8.5.
Yeah, 8.5 for Trent, 8.5.
All right. On to Ibu.
8.5 as well.
Ibu is quality. Ibu's really great. Can I just say again? I got a shout out to Kev from Day Trippers because when we were first linked with Upamecano, I was like, yeah, he's the guy. And Kev was just like, I remember him popping into the comments and was like, Cal, Matt Drift, Konate is the guy you want, not him. I was like, Konate? I've never even seen him because he'd obviously.
I actually remember.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, I remember.
Like, I've never seen him. I've never even seen him play because he had been injured. And he just kept on going on about it. Kept on. He DM'd me and he was like, Cal, check out Konate. Here's his clips. Started watching Konate and I was like, okay. Oh, speed. What, 6'4"? Can dribble, can pass, can bully someone. 32 mil release clause. Bro, this guy this season has been immense.
First season as well. It's like he's been here forever. It's his first season.
We went from having no centre backs last season to having 4 centre backs this season of world class or world class ability. And you know how much our entire centre back foursome cost?
About 105 mil.
Around 110 mil.
Quick math.
Around 110 mil for Virgil, Konate, Gomez, and Matip. And bun it. Let's throw Naldini in there, make it 5. Still the same price. He came through our academy.
Other than Diaz, I think we've got the 3 best centre-backs in the league. I think Diaz is the only one who is better than whoever you want to have the argument about. And Diaz isn't better than Matip or Virg.
No way. You could argue for Fofana. I think people have forgotten a little bit about Fofana.
No, brilliant centre-back. I still think Ibu's better than him, but he's brilliant. Fofana's someone we should probably take for the future, you know, if I'm being honest.
Fofana's good.
Ibu, Gomez and Fofana should be the future.
Hello. But look, the recruitment we've done with these centre-backs.
Yes, Thiago Silva. Silva is a G as well.
And if you even want to go further than that, Trent was a free, Nico was a free, Robbo was 8 mil, Tsimikas was 13 mil. 22 mil for all 4 of our fullbacks. Do me a favor.
Please.
Do me a favor. Come on, man. It's different up here at Anfield. It's different, man. It's
So
different.
that means our entire back line is 130, just over 130 million for our entire back line. Every member of the defense.
Do you want to
Right.
do the maths for that team we're competing with, Drift, or do you want me to leave it? I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I can read it.
There's no need, bro. It's about 400 million. It's about
Probably might even
400
be
mil.
more.
It's about 400 mil, yeah.
Cool. That's all I needed to hear. But nah, Ibu for me, 8.5 as well. Immense. Bullied Lukaku. Says, I don't care about your size, reach, and strength, bro. I don't care. Virgil. Sorry, bro. Go on.
No, I was going to say, going on to the other guy, I can't lie. Lukaku got quite a lot of joy out of Virg. But now we know he had the injury. It does make sense because he said he felt his knee in the first half and he still played till the end of 90 minutes.
I mean, do you think he got loads out of Virg?
He got more than he should have. That's the most change I've ever seen anyone ever get out of Virgil, ever. Definitely. He definitely got more change than anyone ever has. As I said, it makes sense. He was carrying the knock. I'd probably only give Virg a 7. I don't think Virg had a... He was good, but he wasn't like good. But again, it actually makes sense now that he played 45 minutes with a bad knee. So, you know what I mean?
I would have gone 8 for Virg. Should we meet in the middle then?
Do you think he was as good as it? Do you think he was that good?
I thought it was very good, yeah.
He kept getting beaten in the air, bro.
I don't think loads.
At least 3 or 4 times. That's a lot, isn't it?
I don't think it is.
Virg never loses anything in the air.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Now, are we judging him based on what we think he can be or how he actually played? Because if we're doing that, then it's unfair because we're always going to underestimate what he does in a game because we know he's kind of all worldly, isn't it?
All right, let's meet in the middle in a 7.5 then.
Cool. I can live with that. Robbo.
Hit the post twice. I think looking back on it,
have Rodgers at 8 now. It's irking me a little bit still, bro. It's making me itch, bro. You sure? Not like, all right, cool.
I just remember him struggling with Lukaku a bit.
I went struggling. I don't know about struggling. You're making me itch, bro. But cool. We compromise.
Robbo hit the post twice. I think at the time, I said I think it was very harsh to judge him for the miss. When I watched it again, I was like, yeah, he's got to do better there, innit? But he is a fullback. Let me ask you something quickly, bro. Do you believe if you do something in a position that's not your position, you should be given a little bit of a blind? So let's say, for example, you were squared up 1-on-1 in a right back position because you just quickly randomly had to fill in, but you were Lewandowski. Somehow you just ended up there. If you get done, isn't it a bit unfair to judge you the way a defender would be judged because you're Lewandowski, you shouldn't really be there in the first place?
I agree, but this was a tap-in effectively, Drift.
But it was whipped in with pace and power, and the whole point of being a striker is being able to have the technique to deal with that scenario. He's a left back.
I'm gonna be real, Drift. So here's it. Say for example, Trent put Robbo through 1-on-1 and he had to beat Mendy and he didn't. I can live with that. For me, you've got to score that. No matter who you are, but if Ali's in that position, Ali's got to score that. And again, Ali's a bad example to use because we've seen him score a worldie. But anyone in that position for me has got to score that. And again, I love Robbo. I think he's the best left back in world football. But that's his key. Finishing is his Achilles heel.
Yeah, it really is.
It's, and I don't want to pile on because he for me, as I said, he's the best. And I love Robbo. Wouldn't swap him for any left back in world football. But it's like if you just take your finishing up by just a level, like, do you know how many goals Robbo could get in a season?
You could
And
probably chip in.
not even from being like a Risa, for example, but just because he gets into the right positions and but it's just like he just doesn't do it. It's jarring, man. But I love him. I thought he had a good game.
I think the other thing that we're also not taking into consideration as well, guys, is it's not just about technique. That's also about bottle, composure, which are all the things that make you a striker. I think it's very easy to just look at the scenario and go, you're supposed to do it, but you're born a striker for a reason. You have that goal scoring knack. And if you don't have it, I think the pressure and the occasion and it all comes into it. So I'm not going to be too harsh on him. He should have scored. I do think it's a bit harsh to have a go at a left back for not scoring a goal where the ball's kind of like fizzed in. It is quite a weird height. I'll go 7 for Robbo for the final.
7? I mean, I thought he had a good game, though.
Yeah, but 7 is a good game. He looked tired. He was underperforming a little bit. Chelsea got in behind him a couple of times. He made a mistake that led to one of their bigger chances. I think a 7 is all right. Well, what would you give him?
I'd have gone 7.5, but it wasn't better than Virgil, which is why I had Virgil as an 8. Cool. 7 it is. 7 it is. Hendo.
9.5. I thought our captain was impeccable.
9.5.
I can't think of anything you did wrong, Cal.
No, I'm trying to think as well, to be honest. And again, I keep on switching between the two, but I think I've kind of, in my mind now, I think I've got it nailed down. As a 6, he's better for us going forward than in the 8 position.
I still think he can do a job in an 8 if need be.
Yeah, he can, but he's better
All
suited.
his best performances this season have been in the 6, ironically.
Yeah, they have been.
I thought he was brilliant.
Apart from the Everton game.
He was an 8 in that game, yeah.
He was sensational that day. Also, the Villarreal game at home, he was playing as an 8. He was brilliant in that game as well.
Oh, was he an 8 in that game? Oh, yeah, he was, yeah.
I think you're right. I think it depends on the opposition, but as a whole, 6 might be the way forward for Hendo now.
And shout out to the man. Like, again, I don't want to keep banging on about it because like people just don't like hearing it. You've got agendas against him, but it's not just about the player, it's about the man. The first thing he did when we scored that penalty was make sure Mason Mount was all right for missing his one. That's what we're talking about. And him and Millie waited at the bottom of the stairs when Chelsea were coming down in the League Cup.
Did they do that again?
No, I'm saying in the League Cup. Do you remember when they made sure that they went to like say to them good game and all that? Yeah. Like, there's more to this than just what it is. You know what I mean? That's my captain, man. Talk about my fucking captain, innit? Like, do what you have to do in it. But all you're going to be doing is just talking shit, watching him shuffle. That's my captain.
I'd have got 9 for Hendo for the game.
I would have gone 9.5, so I don't know. Where do you want to land on?
Rock, paper, scissors?
All right, go on then.
All right. Oh, you got to go again. So
I see the little look at the delay. You lot saw that. Saw that. It was paper scissors gate.
Gonna go for a 9 for Hendo. Naby.
Did you see the footage where Milner sat down next to him and went, Naby lad?
Yeah.
What would I give Naby?
Might be a 7 for me.
Yeah, I'm all right with a 7. He was good. He wasn't brilliant, but he was good. I'm all right with a 7. Maybe 7.5. He was good.
7.5, you saying?
Yeah, I'm all right with a 7.5 for Naby.
Was he better than Robbo?
Probably just. Although that shot that shooting thing, like it's mad. When he should have shot, he didn't, and when he shouldn't shoot, he did.
Yeah,
like,
his
decision making.
Yeah, his decision making for shooting needs to be improved.
Yeah. It's like he just spins the wheel on whatever it lands when he does it, even if it ain't the right decision.
Literally.
Yeah.
Thiago, does he go in his Alcantara box?
Just do it, innit?
Brother, this guy, man.
Nearly got assassinated again. Nearly got assassinated again.
That man said he's just a thumbs up merchant.
Yeah. Is what it is, bro. And his penalty.
They said Thiago was a thumbs up merchant.
His penalty, bro.
Oh,
I can't watch it enough. He actually knew. Well. He actually watched him go the other way and just the little swag on, bruv. The tackling, the passing, that is, bruv. Again, we just got to enjoy these players while they're here because we've got it. And I know everyone always goes, apparently you got the best left back in the world, you got the best right back in the world, and all that hating bullshit they all want to do. Name me a fucking midfielder on Thiago's level. All right, he had a year where you got to banter him when he was adjusting to the Premier League after being assaulted by Rich Pussyson. Like, it is what it is, innit? Now, talk to me now. Now he's back on the Bayern Munich level he was on before when you respected him, but you had to downgrade him because he was a Liverpool player. Now he's back there. Now talk to me now, innit? What midfielder in world football, apart from possibly Kevin De Bruyne, is better than Thiago? No. I want to know. I want to fucking know. Because whoever you say, you're just going to be saying it for the hell of a conversation. You're just going to be saying it because you just want a weird conversation. That's all you're going to be doing.
They'll say it's Jorginho, innit?
Fuck yeah, no.
It's different with it. Salah was on for what, 33 minutes?
Yeah, I think it was a 30-second minute, when he came on.
7.
I think that's a little bit. I'll say Robbo had a better game than him. So I think it would be a little bit disingenuous to Robbo for Salah to get the same grade as him. I mean, we are only judging half an hour. Yeah. But I don't really think Salah did anything in the half an hour, did he? He wasn't really in the game, really, was he? Maybe it's harsh to even judge him because he came off. Because he did only get, half an hour. So is it a bit unfair to maybe judge him on just...
We would, though, because we'd judge someone if they came on for half an hour.
But maybe he was playing with an injury for some of that time, which is the reason why he couldn't perform as well. Do you know what I mean? Because we don't know how long he carried that knock before he went down. He could have played 5-10 minutes of that half an hour injured. We don't know. I think the
6.5 then. Should we 6.5?
I'll say 6 if you really force me to judge him. Because I don't really think he did much, bro, to be honest. In the time he was on the field, I don't remember I don't remember anything. I will say a 6. I will say.
I mean, you know then.
What was you gonna give him?
I've got 7 first, so I'll just go 6.5.
Okay. Yeah. All right. 6.5.
Sadio.
Ooh. I thought he had a brilliant game, but he did miss a penalty. I'm not going to judge him for it, but he did miss a penalty.
I think we can judge him, but I don't think he drops him down a lot. I think half a point maybe drops him down.
Yeah, maybe drops him to half a point. So 7.5, I would have probably given him an 8. So I'll say a 7.5 for missing the penalty.
Oh, I got an 8.5 for Sadio.
All right, let's meet in the middle then. 8 then. Let's give him an 8 then. Well, he was good. Link up play. I think the thing that disappointed me about that day was we didn't create an opportunity for him. It's one of the only games where we didn't actually create an opportunity for him to actually have a shot at goal. We didn't give him one opportunity to have a shot at goal.
It's hard to do though when you're playing against a back three.
Yeah, well, yeah, with the low block and all that crap.
Yeah, what to do.
Yeah. I mean, actually, do you know what? Are we being a bit harsh to mark somebody down for missing a penalty when it is the lottery of the shot?
I had him down as a 9 without the penalty miss.
All right, give him an 8.5 then, because I think it is a bit harsh to judge somebody if they miss a penalty in the shootout. If it was like he ballooned it over the bar or something, you'd be like, "Whoa, what the hell?"
I know,
but if the keeper gets his well, then
it was a poor penalty. Let's not make any bones about it. It was right near to him, but
there was quite a few penalties that were the same, but the goalie just went the other way, and that's the fine margins. If the goalie goes the other way, you look good, because I think it was Trent's penalty where the pressure is brilliant, but if you actually look at the penalty, if he goes the right way, he actually saves Trent's penalty. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because it was one of those but obviously if you psych him out and he goes the wrong way, then it looks good. So yeah, 8.5 for Sadio then, 8.5. Maybe it is a bit harsh to mark him down for missing a shootout penalty.
Luis Diaz.
You know, bro. All right. I can't lie to you. He should have scored. He had 3 golden opportunities. 2 he created himself, and then the one when Trent put him in. One of them has to go in. So he's got to be marked down for the fact that he continually did miss Liverpool's best opportunities. But other than that, he was so good, bro. Every player he took on, he got past them. He had Chelsea shook. He was the one who carried the fight to them, like properly carried the fight to them, had them backpedaling. I'd go a 9.5 for Diaz. Being marked down and marked because he was the one who had the opportunity and he should have scored one of them. So it'd actually be an Alcantara if he'd scored. But I'll give him 9.5 because he did miss it.
That's why I'd have given him a 10 because he didn't score. If he scored, it'd have been Alcantara, but he was on fire.
No, he was brilliant. But he should have scored though.
Cal. No, which is why he's not getting a 10.5, but he can still
hit the post. All right, I'll let you have it.
Thank you.
I'll let you have it. I
appreciate that. The last thing I wanted to do was go rogue and in there without agreeing. But I was willing to risk it all just then. Still, substitutions then, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not going to do them in order, but Matip 9.5. Anyone?
Go on then. He was fucking brilliant when he came on. Definitely the better centre back out of the 3. I know he only played extra time, but within the extra time, I think his performance was overall better. I mean, that's probably harsh on Ibu because Ibu played literally the whole game.
Oh, sorry, it's 9, isn't it? 9.5 for Matip, right?
Go on.
You know, obviously with the internet and that, sometimes it like
it lags out.
It goes a bit funny in that. Milner,
I thought he was brilliant when he came on. And his penalty, man, the way he just steps up and just beautiful penalty. 8.5 for Millie.
I fully agree with that.
Mr. Reliable, man.
As always. Jota.
Dispatched this penalty like a fucking don. The pressure to take that penalty.
High.
Top bins. And you know what? The only thing I think that he did wrong in the game, which again, I'm not going to be harsh on, when I look back on it, he probably should have done better with the opportunity that he had. But what I will do to not discredit him, though, is the run he made was sensational. Yeah. It is crazy how good he times his runs for headers or for just getting on the end of crosses. But when I look back on it, any other day, he probably does score that. That's a Jota moment right there, like letting the ball come across him, just getting a little touch, flicking it into the top of the net. But yeah, he probably should have scored it when I look back on it. I'll give him an 8. I'll give Jota an 8. He was playing out of position as well, which is very, very hard on him as well. So I'll give him an 8.
Firmino.
Who else is there?
The Greek Scouse or the Scouser that's Greek.
Yeah, let's just go on to the next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go 5 for Bobby.
He's only making 5 because he scored his penalty.
I know.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. I can't lie. He was a ghost.
I'm gonna do a members video on Bobby.
We might have to do a James St. Patrick tier on the thing.
I'm gonna do a video on Bobby for the members. I think it's right. It comes from me.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. I'll let you do that one, bro.
I'll be honest. I might not even be on camera for that. You might just hear my voice, and you might hear my voice break at certain points as well when I'm speaking about certain things.
We have to put context on it though. He's been out for a long while. He's suffered a lot of injuries this season, and the season has been completely disrupted because of those injuries. He's got no rhythm, and he was thrown into the game when the game was like heated and asked to catch up with it when he's out of form. There's definitely context to it.
I hear you, but I think that's the problem is the fact that he wasn't getting injured before. He is now.
Yeah, it is. It is a worry. It is a worry. He's 31 now, and he's starting to get injuries on a regular basis. It is a bit of a worry. I can't lie.
It hurts.
2 more hat-tricks before the end of the season and 20 all comp still is what it is, bro.
Yeah. It hurts so much, bro.
Bro, I feel it, bro. Obviously, I don't feel it as much as you, but I feel it, bro, man. I feel it. It's a very hard conversation. It's a very hard conversation.
It's a conversation we have to have. And the last one.
Alcantara. May the 14th is Tsimikas Day. We hereby declared it in the preview, Cal. May the 14th is now crowned Tsimikas Day.
You give him a 10.5. Yeah, I'll bun it, man. Run the FA Cup. I'm down.
Bro, he played brilliantly when he came on.
He did.
The level went up when he came on. And he tucked it off. The pressure to take. He's never scored for us before, bro.
I know.
And then the celebration, bro. He went to run back to the man them, and then he thought, no, hold on a minute. What did them pussy all say to me before?
Yeah, he did.
Bro,
He's about it.
Bro, he's about that life, bro.
I love Simi.
He's about that life, bro. You scored a winning penalty to win Liverpool the trophy, and you get an Alcantara, bro. It is what it is, bro.
No, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. The rate him so high. Like, you see Robbo's got a challenge on his hands now, you know.
He stepped up this season, though, to be fair. Robbo's been brilliant this year.
Oh, bro, Robbo's sick. Robbo is sick. Robbo's got a challenge on his hand to keep that place.
Yeah, well, he has all season. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's had that challenge all season.
I feel like Costas is really knocking on the door now. And I love it. I'm here for it, bro.
Bro, Tsimikas is my guy, bro. Fresh trim, no bags under his eyes. I just tucked that penalty away like he's been doing this for years, bro. Psyched out the keeper as well, sent him the wrong way, side netting. Come on, bro.
For it, bro.
That pressure there, bro.
Here for
my
it.
guy, bro. And Hendo said in training he's been packing the penalties in, so he was actually quite confident as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Henderson said couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. And they were like, was you nervous? He was like, to be fair, like he's been packing them in training every week. So we were kind of like confident he could do it. And you know what's mad as well? They said to Tsimikas, why, like, how come you was on number 7? And he was like, I don't know. When the gaffer was asking me what number I want, I just said, give me 7. And when they spoke to Kop, he's like, yeah, Tsimikas just said he wanted 7. So I said, all right, you can have 7. It's like he knew something no one else knew or something. It was just like, yeah, I want the 7th one. It was mad. It was like it was meant to be or something, bro. So,
no, you know big up Costas, man. Big up Costas Tsimikas all the time. Man of the match?
Ali. It's got to be Ali.
I mean, Diaz got it officially.
Yeah, but I'd give it to Ali. And
I'd
Diaz
have
was
given
off and was part of the penalty shootout.
I'd have given it to Thiago. Ali second.
Okay. I think for the goalkeeper heroics in the penalty shootout, that's why I'm giving it to Ali. He won us the shootout with the save. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Don't have a problem with that. Right. On to another topic really quickly. You're not going to spend long on this, but Drifty, you said you had an announcement you wanted to make on the show, and you said, and I quote, "It's going to shock you, man," to me and Matt. Let me just, while you do that, I'm just going to do something quick. You go for it, bro.
Well, it was going to
be all aboard. The Jared Bowen is about to depart. All aboard, all aboard.
I can't even lie to you, bro. I'm on the Bowen train now still.
If you didn't believe me then, do you believe me now?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, shameless. I'm gonna be shameless. I'm on the Gerard Bowen. I've watched Bowen a lot. And what I always worried about, which I still believe is true, is that playing against a team that has low block, he'd be very ineffective because his main game is being able to run in behind. A little bit like Vardy, world-class finisher. But Vardy does struggle when Leicester play low blocks and they don't give him space and he can't run in behind and that kind of thing. So I do believe that Bowen is that type of a player. So there could still be times when he's very limited within how he can help the team. But that being said, as an actual individual, he's got the minerals to be a Liverpool player. He's got the attitude, he's got the work rate, he's got the finishing, he's got the intelligence, and dare I say, he's got the techers. Now, he's not as gifted as an Anthony or a Rafinha or any of them, man. But I go back to a moment where you said about maybe 6 months ago, yeah, but Drift, he's efficient. He might not have all the techers and all that the other guys have, but he's efficient. And I must admit, that is literally the best way to describe Bowen. He is efficient.
So flipping proud of you, bro.
He's efficient.
First you say F City on a stream, and now this. Yeah.
So I must admit, I don't think we can afford the train, but I'm on it. I think it'll probably cost about 60 mil to get Bowen. And I think that's too rich for our blood.
No, I agree. So here's the next question I'm gonna ask you now. Bowen, Rafinha, Anthony, or Neto?
Do I have to take into consideration how much they'll cost?
I think that's fair, yeah.
Taking into consideration how much they cost, Neto will be the cheapest of those four.
Well, it probably will be Leeds, to be fair.
Nah, bro, I reckon Leeds will still get 50, 60 mil out of that, you know?
No, Leeds are going to get relegated, unfortunately, I think.
No, but bro, I still think they're going to want top dollar because he don't have a release clause. It's true, he doesn't actually have a release clause.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, he doesn't. So they're still going to want what he's worth, bro, even if they go down. I still think they'll get 50, 60 mil for Rafinha, you know? I do. So I think Neto's the cheapest out of those. I still want Anthony. That's still my guy. You'll be shocked to know, though, Bowen is second on the list. I'd put Bowen above Rafinha and Neto.
Man, them laughed and dissed me, you know, when I spoke about Bowen. Man, them I'm not even speaking about you, man. Man, them in the chat dissed me hard last summer when I said Bowen's sick, you know. And I've never once said Bowen's my first choice. I just said respect him. He's sick. Man, them cussed me out on the street, bro. Some of the comments I go back and look at now, bro, I'll be like, "Rod, did he actually like me?" Telling you, Bowen's about it, you know.
Yeah, he is.
I don't think he'll leave West Ham purely because of his price. But Bowen's about. Put it this way, yeah, and I don't want to put ideas in that club's head. But you see a team like Man United who need to rebuild. That's the sort of player you go and get to rebuild. No, not fashionable, nothing silly. You ain't gonna hear about him doing madness in the media and all that. But you know what he's gonna guarantee you on the pitch? 100% effort and efficiency. That's the sort of man you go and get. As you said, though, the problem is him being English. Me personally, should be in the England squad now. You should be a start for England as things stand right now.
Yeah.
And the fact that West Ham aren't needing the money.
If I was England manager, my front three would be Bowen, Kane, and Foden. That would be my front three if I was England.
I don't think I can disagree with that at the moment.
That front three there would be lit still.
Yeah, don't think I can disagree with that at the moment. Although Saka.
Nah, Bowen over Saka. And that's not me being shady. Bowen's better than Saka. Yeah, Bowen's better than Saka.
Oh, I don't know.
Nah, he is.
I don't know.
I've been analysing Saka for a long time, and he's a good player. Of course he is. I think Bowen has just got a little bit more je ne sais quoi. Because let's be real, don't get me wrong, he is a lot younger, so Saka probably does need to be given a lot of leeway. He's only 18, 19, so I'll give him a blight on that. But crunch games for Arsenal, I do struggle to see whenever Saka turns up. And again, he's young, so I get it. But if he's going to be your golden child, then he's meant to turn up though, right? And every time Arsenal have like needed him in those big moments, I know he's been Arsenal's best player, but if you look at the big moments, I think only the Tottenham game at home, I can really say like Saka was like really brilliant. He's kind of been left wanting a bit. Whereas Bowen for West Ham, I don't really think Bowen has ever let West Ham down in a big game when they've really needed him. It's a conversation. He is a lot younger than him, so I'll give Saka that blight. I think he's 5 years younger than Bowen, so I'll give him that blight. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't see Bowen going anywhere, especially if West Ham get European football. They've secured it already, but if they go and get Europa, I see Bowen staying. But no, I just thought open that. Obviously, shout out to you guys who did the preview today. I don't know what we're going to look like in terms of team tomorrow, but I do think we'll edge out a win, but it won't be pretty. It won't be pretty at all, but I think we'll edge out a win.
Yeah, I think it'll be 1-0.
I'm going 2-1.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be pretty, but I'm going 2-1.
It feels like the Newcastle game.
Yeah.
It feels like it's going to be that type of game.
Yeah.
As long as we get the win in it, doesn't matter.
Facts, bro. Absolute facts. Right. Let me help these super chats before we do the FPL roundup. Edwards says 86 v Neverton. As seeing those red shirts made me a Liverpool fan for life, 5 years old. Then Barnes in 87 cemented that love. I big up the good
Was
days.
86 the Ian Rush final?
I believe so, when he got 2.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, obviously I've seen the footage and all that. Yeah. Them shorts were tight.
Trust. No breathing room. Bear says, I will forgive Coutinho if he scores a winning goal against City and gave us the Coutinho, aka the Aguero moment. As I said, Coutinho, you'll never hear me say a bad word about him again. Dinesh says, my best FA Cup final was 86 when Liverpool beat Everton 3-1 and 89 against Everton. I big up.
Yeah,
big up. Dinesh. It's been a little while since you've seen you as well, Dinesh. Hope you're well. Ems A says, trophy number 2 now since following Kopish. Let's go. I big up yourself, Ems.
Big up. Can I ask you a quick question, Cal?
Yeah, of course.
We're obviously going to be majorly disappointed if we didn't win anything else. But as the season stands right now, we still have to consider this a successful season, right?
Yeah, but we are going to win the other 2, so...
No, but I want everybody to still be very pleased with this season, regardless of how the next 2 weeks go. I'm proud of the boys anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
disappointment is going to be natural, but I think we should. Well,
there won't be any disappointment though. So, Jay Finn, LFC had listened to Kopish, would have Melito. Do you know what, Jay? That's harsh. Still, no. Wait a minute, Jay. Don't do us like that, Jay. That is very harsh. Can I just say something on that? Don't try it, because you were with me as well, bro.
I'm no, this isn't even at you, bro. I'm looking at Jay, bro. I'm like, man, gonna do us like that, yeah?
Jay, I said I would have taken Militao on loan when it looked like he was going to be leaving Real Madrid on loan last January. I was very clear in what I said, Jay. Militao, Jay, I was very clear. Jay, you tried to throw me under the bus with this one. I'm not going to lie. You tried to throw Team Kopish under the bus with this one. I'm not going to lie.
And let's be fair, Militao last year was actually good.
He was.
He was good last year.
All right. Jay, you done us dirty there, Jay. We love you, but you done us dirty there. I can't lie. Jamrock says, Fernandinho to leave this summer along with Ilkay. It looks like they're doing a little rebuild over there as well.
Yeah, with all that money, eh?
Bunham. LTAB, Cal and Drift honest predictions for Villa. Yeah, I'm going 2-1, bro. Drift, you went 1-0, right?
No, for Villa City, bro.
Oh, Villa City.
Yeah, yeah. You went...
Sorry.
You know what, my LTAB, I can't be honest, I'm going to get slated.
3-1 Villa. I'm only laughing because of Drift's face. 3-1 Villa.
And that me, I said.
Villa go 2-0 up.
Man
City Villa go 2-0 up. Man City get a goal. Looks like they're going to get back into it, and then Villa smash and grab with the third.
Coutinho!
3-1 Villa. I said it with chest. 3-1 Villa. Coutinho, Ings, and Gerrard to get the goals. I'm going 3-1 Villa. I don't know what Gerrard's going to pull out of his bag of tricks, but he's got to do something. 3-1 Villa. Ash says, who are you taking in their prime for this Liverpool? Seedorf or Redondo? We'll start with that one. Seedorf or Redondo?
Seedorf all day.
Seedorf for me. Seedorf in this team. Nasty. Janino or Guti?
Janino.
Free kicks from Janino in this team. Naughty. Batistuta or Shevchenko?
Shevchenko was disgusting. Shevchenko was disgusting.
But I just think Batistuta, his clutchness and just...
Batty goal was something else. Like he was. But that was his nickname, bro.
I know, but when you say it like that, bro.
Like, Jesus. All right.
I'm doing this for you, bro. You'll get kicked. Man, will be like, bro, what's a Batty goal, fam? Like, man, talking about Bunda on the channel, bro. What's going on there?
But no, Peak Shevchenko was disgusting. Peak Shevchenko was absolutely disgusting. And we had Shevchenko playing up front for us. He'd probably bag 40 goals a season.
Yeah. Right, Seedorf. So Ash was saying right of the three for me for Seedorf. Yep. Janino just for free kicks, facts. Plus, Janino could actually play.
Oh,
as
look,
well.
he even said it himself. Look.
Yeah. I think people actually sleep on Janino being an actual good footballer as well, by the way.
His passing was brilliant as well.
Oh, goodness. Old School Tunes 80 says Klopp should say what Dre said. So give me one more platinum plat, you can have it back. So give me. So I'm trying to say character. So give me one more trophy, football, you can have it back. We're coming back. Quad is inshallah. All right. Big up yourself, Old School Tunes 80.
I just got an image of him hanging it up in the video as well.
And then you just see Hendo coming. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got to say, but nothing comes out when they move the lip. Just so much because they forgot about clap. Oh boy. Chainsaw DH says Bobby came on extra time, injury, 11 goals and 4 assists, and most importantly, he finally gets a summer free. Bobby has a minimum 1 more year as our new Origi. Agreed.
So, bro, you know, I know my brain works so dumb. You know the bit in the video where that woman comes out, she's like, my dog, my dog. She's got pep, guys. It was twice.
Oh my days.
Oh shit. Hendo's like, we're just upstairs listening to our Dua Lipa CD.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
when the reporter tried to take the microphone, Anfield, Anfield, yo, Anfield.
Anfield, baby, what's up? Ole.
Sam Max Legend says City on big moves already. Gunda, Fernand out. Schumann on their list plus one other. LFC must move Ox, Elliott / Jones loan. Maybe Naby, Millie coach, staff or out. No sentiment for me. Squad must evolve or else next season we have no chance. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. I'm still completely fine with Milner staying.
Mario says first English team to win the cup double twice. Government hypocrites asking why we booed. You know why. Facts, you do.
Yeah, you know.
Sam Max Legend says, and also Bobby out, age and injuries. Origi too, sadly. Oh, Sam came through like a wrecking ball there, bro. Yeah.
Man's doing up Miley Cyrus out here.
Yeah. Yardman Cal says, Cal, there'd be no quad if we sold Tacky, as you said. Okay, that's true. Right, is this receipts day? What is Jamal running the chat today? What's going on there? Like, is this receipts day now? You're not doing me dirty in the chat. Shout out to Brother Zabir. He says Gerrard promised side money to top performer in the City game. Thought I'd super chat into existence. Villa 4, City 2. Drifty need the yacht dates ASAP. Right?
Right, you lot think Villa are gonna put 4 past City at the Etihad? Jeez and peace.
Stranger things have happened, bro.
I tell you what though, if Villa get a draw or a win against City in the final day, Stephen is coming on the parade.
Bro, I'm going Stephen's yard, bro. Forget about bringing Steve. I'm going to his yard, bro. I'm gonna find his house somewhere. I'm meeting Stevie.
What you say? You're gonna have those boards where you come to the window, just like Steven, we love you, bro.
I'm gonna be real with you, yeah. I know Kenny's considered the king, and rightly so. But see if Gerrard beats Man City and we win the league, Gerrard becomes untouchable in Liverpool history. You know that, right?
If it means we get the quad, yeah.
But even if we don't get the quad, he still becomes untouchable, bro. He just secured us a league, bro.
Yeah, I hear that.
He becomes untouchable. Stevie's going to become untouchable.
He's almost untouchable anyway, isn't it?
Exactly. This is all he needs, bro. We thought all this time we needed him to be our manager to win the league, but really, we just needed him in the Prem. That's all we needed.
Fergie did it, but Fergie was dashing his bloody cronies into oppositions all the time, bro. All the time. How many ex-Man United man went and got jobs in the Premier League so they could dash him 6 points a season? Joking, bro. All the time, bro.
Here we go. Jay Finn says, you guys are the whole spreadsheet on who we should get. Militao, Cal, don't lie. Have you guys on tape. Cool FSG about Militao. And you know what, Jay? You're doing me real dirty, bro. I said I wanted him on loan. Look, hold on. So you lot were more happy getting Ben Davies and Kabak on loan than Militao, yeah? Is that what you want to tell me? Is that what you man are really telling me now? Because I know which one I would have picked at the time still. I was in a bad way that this time last season, I was in a bad way. Or should I say that January period? I was in a bad way, man. You know, to allow me.
That January and February was hard to take, man.
All right, bruv. Woo. Matt Bickerzette says, Gerrard about to do a Thanos and score himself. Anyhow, I see Gerrard part of the board and you just see number 68. You'd be like, who's 68 for Villa? Cameron on the field, number 68, Steven Gerrard. Last 5 minutes. Well, with a long ranger, it'd be curtains, bro. Be curtains. Yes, I did want Varane as well. Flip's sake, you man. Oh, what is this?
At least I know there's no receipts on me for that
I mean,
one.
what you man doing tax returns at the moment? Is that what's with all the receipts? Like, what's going on there? You not doing me dirty, man. Absolutely dirty. But on that note, we're gonna check out the FPL right now. Is Marcus still leading? Mark A, where are you?
Where are you?
Scoop, where are you?
I'm so angry, bro. I put Saka on triple captain instead of Kane.
Oh, bro, I'll be honest. I've stopped checking now.
Instead of De Bruyne. Sorry.
My team is truly on the beach, bro. I don't even know who my team is anymore.
Bro, De Bruyne would have got me 90 points if I put him on captain.
Yeah, that's bad. Coutinho didn't get me a blood clot, bro. Right. In top. Whoa.
Why?
Right.
Poundland FSG made a hell of a last-minute surge up the table.
Bro. Okay, so Coppers Canal is top now. Poundland FSG was languishing in 12th for a lot of the season. Is now in second place. Oh, Marcus had a terrible week. 19 points. Marcus.
And there's no, do you know what? There is no room for that, because if you really deep it, if he had an average week of around 50, 60 like everyone else, he'd actually probably still be top.
Yeah, he would be. No, he wouldn't be actually.
He'd just be behind Canal though.
Yeah.
Just.
Glamour Boys in 4th. Routon in 5th. Redemption FC's come up the table in 6th. Jack the Sheriff in 7th. Mark A in 8th.
He's climbing. He's making a little assault. He's making a little assault on the top 4.
He is. Show Me the Mane is in 9th. Bossing Puddlefoot in 10th. Lockdown FC 11th. Sell to Buy down to 12th. The Great One in 13th. Scoop up to 14th now.
Clinging into top 15 for Scoop.
Just about, and ain't Jota clue in 15th. But the story of the week, Marcus down to 3rd place. Canal and James and Marcus. I'm going to say Glamour Boys as well. I'd say they're the only ones that can win it from here. But it's in the hands of
And do you know what, bro? I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say Canal's got it bagged, because in the final week when so many players don't play, sentiment last day of the season, you know, there's just all that weirdness where you don't even know who's going to play, what's going to do what and all that. I think a 20-something point gap Canal's got there, I think that's enough to secure him the title still. I got to be honest. But we'll see on the last day. He's City right now and we need someone to do a Villa, innit? Yeah. Or someone else needs someone to do a Villa. So, yeah.
Razor says, is Matt also on the Bowen train? Boy, Matt's going to be on the show tomorrow, so you're going to have to ask him then. But
yeah, going to have to let him speak for himself.
And as I said, I'm docking at the moment, so I don't know, man. It depends if man get to the harbour on time and all that. So I don't know. But what this does show is, although Salah is the best in the world, there are quite a lot of players who we can actually look at and go out there and think, yeah, he could come in and do a job. Provided Mo stays, by the way. That is provided Mo stays. If Mo leaves, then we've got to have a whole new conversation.
Oh, then we have to even revisit that FSG conversation if Mo goes. So, yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, let's hope all of that stuff is completely nothing. Because all that Bayern Munich Mane stuff's getting on my nerves as well, bro.
That ain't happening, man. The only way that happens is if Mane actually says, I want a new challenge. And if he does say that...
But that's what his agent said, right?
Well, if that's the case, then I need to see Lewandowski and Gnabry come through the door then. No, in fact, no, bun that. I need to see Lewandowski and Kimmich come through the door. Otherwise, he ain't going anywhere. And even then, I still don't know. Maybe you're going to have to throw in Gnabry to sweeten me up a little bit more still.
Well, I don't want to think about anything that negative right now, so I'm just going to act like I didn't read what I read.
Yardman Cal says, I can tell Scoop's idol managers Brendan Rodgers. That's... Oh, jeez, that is harsh.
That is a low blow to end the show.
So harsh.
Man just did the Ric Flair. You know when he used to drop
Low
down
blow.
with that. Low blow. Low blow.
Man does the woo. Remember the man did the little strut as well.
Yeah.
Jet flying, limousine riding,
Squad winning. Trophy lifted. Son of a gun. Woo. Oh man, that was a proper low blow still.
Oh boy. People, before we wrap up, some house duty stuff to clear up. We are back tomorrow evening, live watch along. Liverpool up against Southampton. Also, guys, remember, follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, guys. All you have to do is click the link in the description of the YouTube video to sign up to those channels. Plus, guys, you can listen to this show, our Thursday Prem Panel show, and the Friday night calling show on your favorite podcasting platform as well. So, guys, there's no excuse. And as always, guys, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like the video. Make sure you're active in the comments and smash the subscribe button if you haven't. We're on the road to 25k and we'd love for you guys to help us get there. Scrowl says, what's your starting 11 for the final? Let's win it, boys. You'll never walk alone. Love you guys.
Big up yourself, but I think that might be the first time I've seen Scrowl.
I was going to say, first time we've seen you. Scrowl, I don't want you to feel like I'm disrespecting your super chat because I genuinely am not. The only reason I can't know is because I don't know what the status of Virgil is, for example, Salah, and like how tomorrow's game is going to go. Because I think tomorrow's game could indicate a lot about how we go in the last game of the season and then how we go for the final as well. So,
plus we'll have a really special build-up show to the Champions League next week as well, bro. So, but big up, man. I think that's the first time I've seen Scroll. So big up.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. But yes, people, we are back tomorrow. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, tell a friend to tell a friend. We are Team Kop-Ish, signing out until we see you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay blessed. Have a good rest of the day, people.
Peace.
Woo! Woo!